Audio testing. Okay. All right, this is the part 3 video, the long-awaited part 3. You could hear some air traffic control in my background, and you'll see a United aircraft on the taxiway. What's going on here? Well, I'm sitting here at the Denver International Airport waiting for my flight back home, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to test out using 2 SDRs at the same time. One I have set up to monitor the 4 approach frequencies at Denver, and then the other one is monitoring ADS-B. So we're looking right now at the live map, 3-dimensional, and we can see this 737 taxiing real time because it's walking its location over ADS-B. So how did I get this all going? Well, let's find out. So there's a lot of things running in the background, and I figured I'd start here to start muting things. So let's turn off a few of these things here. All right, here we go. So what do I have? I have 2 SDRs. I have one monitoring the ADS-B frequency. Oh, too many things going on, and this is by design. Let's turn off all the audio for all the air traffic channels that I'm monitoring at the same time. Where's the other one? There we go. All right. Off, and off. All right. Now, here we go. This is how busy the screen is. And again, I'm using a laptop here, so good use case here. So what have I done? I have SDR 0. I have that tuned to the ADS-B frequency we could see up here at 1.09 gigahertz. Wait a second, I thought we turned off all of these. See, this is what happens when you're on a laptop. There we go. All right, so now all of the VHF receivers are off. All right, so getting back to it. So we have one SDR that's monitoring ADS-B. That's using through channels. So you click into channels and you find the ADS-B demodulator. That's how we get to that. And I'll show you how to actually declutter the screen in a moment. So that's the ADS-B demodulator. And we can see what's going on here. These are all the aircraft that are sitting here on the taxiway or coming in. So that's what's going on. Then we have the secondary SDR, which I've set to a frequency that's roughly in the middle. So 127.050. There's 4 approach frequencies here at Denver Airport, and so I've programmed in all 4 of them. So since they're all within 3 megahertz of bandwidth, how we got that going is we have demodulator 0, we have demodulator 1, we have demodulator 2, and we have, well, it should be actually demodulator 3, but I accidentally clicked off 3 and it still thinks it's 4. So, but whatever. The point here is we have, actually, there it is. There's 3. All right. So actually I have 5 going. Anyway, so where is that window? Again, this is so complicated. But just to show you, those are the frequencies that we're monitoring. You can see those little stripes on the waterfall. So again, this is all running on one laptop at the same time. Now, again, this is super complicated. There's too much going on in one screen, and this is where the function called workspaces comes in handy. So watch this trick right here. So we're going to look at ADS-B. We can move these to a different workspace. So if you look in the upper right-hand corner, I'm going to take the ADS-B demodulator. We're going to move it to a different workspace. Now, we haven't actually set that up because we're now in still workspace 0. So first what we want to do is go up here, click on New, and now we have a secondary workspace. So we have workspace 0 and we have workspace 1. So see, that's how that's set up. Now watch what will happen. So I'm back to workspace 0 and we're going to click this, we see workspace 1 has appeared. I'm going to hit that, and now that has moved over to the secondary workspace. And maybe we'll do the same thing with the map too. So we'll move the mapping over to workspace 1. All right, and then while we're at cleaning things up here, let's also move over the SDR window for 1.09 gigahertz. Move that. And then we'll also move this one over. So there we go. So now we've kind of started to clean things up. So now we can see what we're working on here. So here's all the receivers for VHF air traffic. And again, if we wanted to hear that, I could just turn those back on. And as we receive signals, you'll notice that that one turns on green. So that's how that works. So you could listen to whatever you want at the same time. Turn that off because it's kind of obnoxious, but hopefully that gives you a little bit more of an idea. So, here's workspace 0. Call this setup for VHF air traffic, and then we can go to workspace 1 here, and then we have all the stuff going on here for ADS-B. What we could also do is we could also decide if we want to monitor one of those VHF frequencies. So this is where all those are, again, all in the other workspace. So if we wanted to listen to any of these channels, I could toggle that at will. And if we wanted to tag any of these aircraft to a particular channel, we could even do that. So again, this is getting kind of crazy level. So let's go ahead and turn off the audio because it's kind of getting obnoxious. So turn all those off. And you could also adjust the volume levels and the squelch levels on a per channel basis. So that's pretty handy. All right, so anyway, we'll go back to the map here. Keep having to turn off all those channels. See, you got to set everything up. Now, what also I've done is all this stuff I saved as a preset. So what you can do is now we have everything set up the way that we want it. VHF on one workspace, ADS-B on another workspace. And how do we go and do that? We look in presets. So when you hit save, you can go here up to, let's see, we go to workspace 0. So you click this little star button up here, configuration presets. And so what I've done is I've created a preset called airports, and I've called this Denver. And so basically, get everything all dialed up the way that you want. Hit this little button down here, and you can create a group. So let's call it airports and description Denver. So let's do another one.